And we are live. Hello and welcome. I am Anarchimedes saying, don't pay the ransom, I've escaped. I know it's been a few days since I last streamed, probably over about a week now. Life happens. But we are watching the Anarchimedes show. You are watching the Anarchimedes show. If you've tuned into this, found my little corner of the internet, where we are live, unscripted, and unrehearsed. We use the royal we around here. It's just me, one man produced, on the fly, just flying by the seat of my pants. So, but today, we have Lego build, 77239, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the super car. As well as Lego set 77239 and 76307, the Iron Man Mech versus Ultron. So, yeah, the RS, beautiful car. Love Porsches. Kind of grew up around them a little bit. In any case, that's aside. Let's get things going here. We'll leave it right there while I get the dragons and Scully going. Yeah, I just had a bunch of stuff to take care of. Things happening the last 2 days, and I wasn't able to stream yesterday or today. And let's timestamp this. So this is the Anarchimedes show. It is 5:25 a.m. in the morning, September 10th, 2025, here in the land of the burning sun. A little bit of a late start as well this morning, getting going. All right, we got the dragons lit. Let's get Scully relaxed. Back here. And with that out of the way, we'll switch over to the behind the scenes cam so that I can spin around. You can see my beautiful face in this flattering light. And I think for the start, we'll build the Speed Champion set. Now, both of these sets, both the Porsche and the Iron Man Mech, are available from Lego, and the link is in the description below. The links are in the description below. So I think we will go ahead and start with 77239, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. From the Speed Champions series. We'll build the Iron Man Mech at the end. So here we go. I already split the seal, but I have not opened the box yet. And if you want to see the back, there's the back of it. It has the picture of the actual Porsche, the actual car, has the carbon fiber hood, it looks like. Or maybe carbon fiber part of it. Hard to say from that little picture. I'm getting box crumbs all over my building space. Okay. We'll set the box aside. We have our instruction book. Our stickers, decals to put on. They're not quite actually decals, like water-based. Okay, we have 4 bags. 5 bags. 5 bags. Wow. Okay. 5 bags. We'll set those aside. 5, bag 4, 3, 2, hubcaps. 1, bag 1. Starting with bag 1. Here we go. As we build this Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Now, if you like Lego, if you like this kind of content, remember to hit that like button, all that stuff that YouTubers always say, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and hit the notify bell, and yada, yada, yada. But you don't have to do that if you don't want. We do what we want on this channel, and we don't pressure anyone else to do anything they don't want. All right, bag 1 is opened. We should crack open the instructions. First off, we build the driver in his race suit. He's got pretty cool hair. That's what he looks like with his hair. But I think we're going to go ahead and put him in his helmet, because he's going to actually be in the car once we finish building the car. And I got that on upside down. There we go. He is set to drive. It comes with a little wrench. We'll go ahead and stick that in his hand for now. And stand him off to the side here. While we start the build. Okay, we start with the tub. And okay. Two of these, and two 1x2s, and one 1x3. Okay. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to play around with getting the camera a little closer to the build. Oh well. Next time. Next time. Okay, what pieces am I looking for? Two of these and this piece. Okay. the gear shift, which really, really looks like a microphone. I think it doubles as a microphone. Step 8. There we go. Didn't want to go on. Okay. Need this and this red 1x4. On there, step 13. The tub is coming along nicely. Let's see. This white piece right there. See, I never understood some of this about Lego. We go through all of this and we put in this red piece here, this slotted red piece, and then in the end we end up just covering it all up with another piece. Maybe to save weight. Alright, flipping the tub over. Alright, putting the rear axle together. And outside, the dogs are going crazy. 2021. Those. Set that aside. That's some pretty wide or tall sides. We'll compare it to the other 911 that I have when we're done. Oh, I forgot some pieces. Skipped a step. And that supports those. Supports the sides. All right, set that aside. Now we put the steering wheel on. That's an extra gear shift we don't need. go. Steering wheel is in. I have more leftover pieces than I would like, but that's okay. That's a fancy piece that makes for a fun dash. Contour. All right, so that's bag one. Bag one complete. Ready to move on to bag two. All right. All right, from this side, that's what we're looking at. Okay. All right, now we build a fender, a rear fender. Although, I really like the Porsches, especially the 911s. But I would really love to get my hands on an old 356. Now that would be fun. If they did a large set of a Porsche 356. But when we get this 911 finished, we'll compare it to the other 911 that we have. I should, in fact, it's right here. I should get it out. And he's a little dusty, so let's clean him off after we finish this piece. Oh, we'll wait. We'll set this one low to the side. Picked up some spots. Needs to be washed. Needs to go through the car wash. Here we go. Yep. Right there. All right, and we get to our first decal. Number 3. Okay, it goes on just like I'm looking at it. JS. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm not having too bad a day. Start off putting some Lego Speed Champion set together. It's not a bad day. Can't complain. No one wants to hear it anyway. But welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. Hope everyone else is having a good day. Well, thank you for popping in. It's just a kind of a quiet build as we do this. We do Lego builds on occasion And we play Lego games. We do the Lego video games. We'll play some Lego Jurassic Park a little bit later today. Yeah, I've been playing with Lego since I was a wee lad back in the 80s. Since I was just a boy. And now that I'm an adult and can feed my addiction, and the other one, the tail lights. This goes on right below the GT3 RS. If you can't read that, I'll pull it up a little closer to the cam. Although I'm not sure how well that cam focuses this close. Okay. The rear diffuser. And the exhaust. That looks pretty good. Okay. Ooh, the Concorde. That would be a fun one. Did you record it? So we can all watch it? Just wondering. Because the Concorde's a decent sized build, isn't it? As I recall. Just an idea. No pressure to do anything. But it's fun recording them. Makes the build a little bit more interesting because I'm trying to do it without doing this, so you can without sticking my head in cam. And I should get it a little. I wish I had the cam a little closer, but right now we work with what we've got. Let's see. Okay, make sure I'm putting these on in the right orientation. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, I haven't done too many big builds other than the Dark Falcon, but I would love to do some more. They're just expensive. Okay, let's see. Lego can get a little pricey. In fact, I probably spent more on Lego than I should have this last couple weeks. Picking up some of these builds. Oh. Make sure you put that on in the right orientation. It's got a little Porsche across the top there, right above the GT3 RS. All right, we are ready to attach this. Okay, and these, keep that attached. It's definitely a bigger vehicle than the older 911. In fact, this looks like is probably, this is a Carrera. No, this is the turbo. This is the 930. The 930 turbo. Whereas this is a modern, I think it's 997, 998. I'm not sure what we're up to for the 911s nowadays. Moving on to bag 3. Enough of me pontificating. Okay, so bag 3. not those. This one of these. Those. Okay. Oh, you're out of Australia. Awesome. Well, I have another subscriber that's out of Australia, one who likes to jump in the chat quite often. So that's fun. I did not. I'm getting a worldwide reach with these videos. That's amazing. You know, I'm glad I found something to keep you awake. I worked nights when I was in my 20s. I don't know if I could do that now that I'm older. Where is that piece I'm looking for? Okay. There. No, that's not it. There it is. All right. That and that. Okay. Turn that around. Security at the airport. I think that could be actually kind of entertaining. My day job is I'm a technician, work on equipment in a semiconductor plant. So when the tools break that make the semiconductors, I fix them. It's a paycheck. It allows me to do this fun stuff. I did that one wrong. Oh yeah, no planes, no work. I have a heart, yeah. Any way I can help. Any way I can help. Well, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. We're coming up on 1 year of putting out videos, of doing the live stream, and it would be fun. And not that I'm pushing myself or making any kind of push towards that, but just it would be fun to see it hit 100 subscribers. I'm just a few away. But I do this for my mental health. I do it for the likes and the subs. I'm not monetized. I'm not sponsored in any way. I do this just for the fun of it. And I try to keep it that way. Hey! Yeah. Other dogs aren't allowed to walk outside. No, because I was saying I do this for the fun of it. I've tried to take my hobbies and make money at them. And you could argue that I was somewhat successful at that, but I found it just destroyed what I loved. My ability to love what I was doing. Licehead. Licehead? Licehead? I would say Licehead. But well, thank you for the show. Well, thank you for joining the show, coming on to the chat. What am I doing? I am totally not paying attention. Okay, these are going in here this way. Somewhere I missed a step. I was chatting and I missed a step. Right there, 67. Welcome to chat. Welcome to the show where we try to keep things fairly chill. Unless I'm playing a game. Even then, we're still pretty chill. Try to be. All right, let's see. Is that ready to go? Oh, okay. Don't skip steps here. Let's not skip steps. We are on step 71. Also, knowing that I'm being watched helps me stay more chill because I'm not yelling at the dogs. All right, 11 and 6. Applied. Oh, okay, that's how it attacks. She's got a great tail end. I have to be careful what I say. All right, step 74. I put that together right. Okay. Making sure I'm doing things correctly. Cool. And we do the other side. Neil Wolf, welcome back. Yeah, this is a, well, I love Porsches. I love Porsche, especially the 911s and the Caymans, the 356s, the 550 Spiders. Well, I just love Porsches. So it'll be fun to put this next to the other set, the other 911 I have. So welcome everyone. I've been absent the last couple of days when I should have been streaming, but I had stuff come up. So welcome everyone. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Tuning in. No one tunes anything anymore. You just click on the channel. Kind of like dialing a number on the phone. We don't dial the phone anymore. We push some buttons instead of using an actual dial. Okay. Yeah, part of the problem is if you look at Legos, you're going to want them. If you look at a Lego set, you're going to want it. Watch someone build Lego, and you're like, I want to build Lego. Everyone enjoys Lego. Well, almost everyone. Okay. Let's do this the right way. Five. What color is it? It's actually kind of a yellow. Almost a school bus yellow is how I would describe that. Bordering with almost hints of mustard. But yeah, it's very reminiscent of a school bus yellow. Yeah, what? I'm not sure how the color's coming out on cam, on the video. It's supposed to be, yeah, it's kind of the school bus yellow. Takes a lot of concentration to put the stickers on. Okay, the other way around. We do the other side. Oh, oh yeah, they look kind of orangish. My favorite Lego build so far. Let me think about it. I might have to say the Dark Falcon on that one as well. But the TIE Interceptor was a lot of fun. I have the smaller TIE Interceptor, the one that came with the Fang, came in a two ship set. So what has been your guys' favorite Lego set that you have built? I'd be really interested to know that. What do you guys enjoy building? I love building spaceships. I'm Benny from the Lego Movie. Spaceship! And these cars, because I am a bit of a gearhead. I used to be in the industry. The tie with the Fang, yeah, it's a cool set. I love the TIE Interceptor. I've been wanting to get my hands on the UCS set, the big one. But I keep spending my money on other things, like computer parts and camera setups, and yeah, priorities. It does have a slight little bit of orangish to it. Like I said, it's a school bus yellow. But if you want to compare it to a true orange, here's the McLaren F1 to compare it to a true orange. And it's dusty. You can see there's orange compared to the yellow of the Porsche. Okay. It is fun to build the big sets. I'm just thinking to myself out loud that I had a lot of fun building. I didn't do that one side right. Better fix that. But they take a long time. I had to do that in 8 sessions when I streamed the build for the Dark Falcon. It took 8 sessions to get that one done. So you have to settle yourself in for the long haul, or do it in phases for some of those big sets. Okay. I would also like to try and get myself one of the UCS Millennium Falcons. Oh, I'm sure. I wonder what would you estimate it took you time-wise to do that Concorde? I've seen I have a friend who usually has built a lot of the big sets. The Saturn V rocket, the Eiffel Tower. And I know sometimes sit in sessions, work on a little bit, then work on a little bit here, work on a little bit there. 6 to 7 hours, yeah. That sounds about right. Oh, but worth it. Worth it to create something, see something come together. Yeah, the Titanic, that's a big set too. I know right now down at the Bricks and Minifigs store down the street, which is where I usually pick up most of my sets, they have a used Titanic for sale on display. So the thing is put together. Yeah, and that is huge. That is massive. The Millennium Falcon, though, yeah, the UCS Millennium Falcon, that thing is big too. The biggest thing for me is that if I built one of those, where would I stick it? I'm already running out of space for all of these sets that I have. When you see my desk when I'm streaming a video or a video game, when I have this all covered in Lego sets that I'm running out of places to put. Yeah, I want to do a UCS set, a big set, really big set sometime on my bucket list. So I can at least do it and say, man, that took forever. I never want to do that again. Oh. Okay. apart and it didn't want to come apart. There we go. I'm doing this wrong again. There we go. Now the piece with the Porsche logo, with the Stuttgart logo on it. Stuttgart badge, shield. Okay. This now doing the front turn signals, it looks like. $14 and $15. Okay, goes on there. And underneath. Like that. Yeah, that's a bit bigger. It's a bigger vehicle, and it should be. The modern 911s are much bigger than the older ones. Here, that locks that all together. Okay, and that way. It's the gas door. So I was supposed to put, I missed one of the stickers. So we'll put it on now. As soon as I get this one on. Keep skipping steps. Okay. I actually have to do your job. I'm sorry about that, JS. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. I'll look forward to having you back with us. So thank you, thank you. You are very welcome. Hopefully people enjoy what we do. All right, the other side. No, no, no. Okay. That goes on down there. And that is bag 4 complete. Bag 4 is complete. Moving on to bag 5. Last bag. Oh, we get a cool windshield piece with this one. Last bag. Oh, that's a fun piece too. With the printed headlight on there. Set the wheels off to the side. try not to skip steps. Yeah, I've spent too much on Lego the last little bit. I was at the store just yesterday and saw two new Lamborghini Speed Champion sets. I thought I need those as well, but I was good and did not purchase them because they were not in the budget. But these are fun. I like the Speed Champions series. Okay. Why do I not see that piece? There it is. The attention to detail, the fender louvers. That's really cool. And now the headlights. Yeah, that's looking cool. Very cool. Flip it over. this will go in here. Like that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, just checking to make sure everything's still going good. Let's see, where are we? There we are. Oh, this is the wing. Putting the wing on. Give it a decent angle of attack there. All right, we put the wheels together and put them on. We get two sets of hubcaps, the standard 5-spoke type style, and this, the 8-spoke. Let's see. Or the 5. We'll go with the 5. That's what it shows that with in the instructions. And the wheels are going on. Upside down. There we go. That is done. The front lip spoiler is on. Side skirts. Rear diffuser. Fender louvers. That is a pretty cool set. let's go ahead and put our driver in. Take his wrench away. Having a little trouble getting him in. There we go. He sits pretty low in there. There we go. That is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Super Car, as it says on the Lego website. That is a cool build, and that is how it compares next to the older 930. Oh, and I pop this off. Let's stick that back on. How it compares to the older 930, 911. And that, you know, looks about how it should, comparing the actual older vehicle to the newer one. The newer vehicle is wider, bigger. The newer 911s are wider and bigger than the old 911s. So that is the 911 build. Set 77239. Now I put it in the description that we're building the Iron Man Mech. So we're gonna do that, knock that out. We'll do that before we complete the stream. This is a 101 piece set. And the Porsche was a 348 piece set. So here we go, let's build this. I said we would build it, we're building it. One bag, 2 bags. Okay. Iron Man Mech, because I don't have an I thought I had an Iron Man. I do have an Iron Man, but I don't have I don't have this Iron Man. The Iron Man I have is the time traveling Iron Man from Infinity War or Endgame. I have this Iron Man, and yeah, his mask does flip up to reveal Tony Stark inside. But now we're going to build the Iron Man Mech, because there's nothing redundant about Iron Man being in the mech. I mean, Hulkbuster was really cool in the movie. Okay, let's build Iron Man first. Where are his legs? There's his legs. Come on. Snap the mask on the front of the helmet. There we go. Okay, we have Iron Man built. Next we have Ultron. And the mask is different. It's a different mask. The mold is the same, but the printing is different. Okay, Ultron. Putting together Ultron. There we go. Now Ultron's firing a blast from his hands. There we go. And that he's flying in the air. And there's Ultron. So we'll set him off to the side as well. If he'll stand up, she might not. There we go. All right, let's build the mech. And now the chest piece. The upper half of the torso. Now we are building his pelvis. There we go. Set this torso off to the side and build probably a leg. That's what I'm thinking this is going to be. On the other side, put these on. This is the right leg. Then we'll build the left leg. And the leg going on, the left leg. All right, feet. Time for feet. Build two of them. There, 2 feet built. Attaching them. This will go good with my War Machine mech. This will pair well with the War Machine mech. All right, putting the stud launchers in together. Okay. And this piece on there. And we have a type of pauldron. his right arm. And for the left arm. His left arm has a hand. There we go. And we attach now. All right, let's stick Iron Man in the mech. And we load up his stud launchers with studs. There. The Iron Man mech is all together. Pretty cool. Let's get down the War Machine mech just so we can compare the two. Put the two side by side. If I can get him down. You know what? Nope, we're not messing with him right now. He is too buried behind other stuff. But this has been the build of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, as well as the Iron Man Mech versus Ultron set. So hope you guys have enjoyed that, everyone who's tuned in to this build. If you have, remember, like and consider subscribing if you haven't, if you enjoy this kind of content. I'm not going to bend your arm though. In any case, let me just slide back over here and switch this cam back to the main one. There we go. And switch back to the main cam. So again, this has been the build for the Lego build for Lego's sets 77-239 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Available from Lego, link in the description below, as well as the Iron Man Mech versus Ultron, set number 76307. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for who've joined in, who watched the stream, who jumped into chat. JS, Neo Wolf, Licehead, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate the interaction, really appreciate the participation in the stream. So let's tune in a little bit later. We have more stuff coming up. We'll be playing some Lego Jurassic Park, some free play, and maybe even building something else, a hack pack that I still have kicking around. Today is the day for streaming to make up for the last 2 days. So until next time, I'm Man Archimedes, signing off.